How many times have you said to yourself or someone else has said, I'm going to start Monday? And then Monday comes and goes and nothing changes. The problem is Monday is not a special day. The day that changes your life is the day you start taking action. You decide to move forward. That's exactly why we are here every single morning on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Today is day 6 of 7 of building your operating system for success. The 5 a.m. Squat Club is a place where parents and busy people in general who know that they're meant for more take action on their lives. They carve it out before their kids get up to ensure that it happens every single day. This morning is Sandbag Saturday. We're picking up something awkward and building real functional fitness for real life. Step 1, before we move that, let's get into our squat. Let's go. All right. So if you're new here, step 1 on the 5 a.m. Squat Club is to get into a squat. So we're opening up the hips and our minds by putting the heels on the floor underneath the hips. And then if you feel like you're going to fall over backwards, go ahead and hold on to a counterbalance in front of you. Keep the heels down and keep you from falling over. While we're here, we're going to do what's called a box breath. So it's a 4-second inhale, a 4-second exhale, a hold, 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold that we'll go through. It'll settle your breathing, set us up for success here while we go through our mental reps. So follow the breathing. First one is I am responsible. And this is the most important thing because nobody is going to come wake you up. Nobody is going to take action for you on your goals. It's up to you. Take responsibility. It's on us. Next is I will make time between stimulus and response. So that's a patience one, so that when everything is going awry and fires are burning and things are all out of place, can you take a minute, take a breath, and give a better response? Next, I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. This is the mindset of resourcefulness over not having the resources. Know that the step that you want to take, you have the skills and the tools and the resources to do so. Just take action, focus on progress. And the last one is I choose gratitude. Focus on the fact that there are good things in your life, see more of them, find balance. All right, let's go for it. Let's start moving the body. Okay, so first step, as it is always in the morning, after we prime our minds, time to get up off the floor. So what that looks like, and this is our first warm-up movement, ease into it. What you're looking at is get the hands on the floor, lay yourself all the way down on the ground, and then reverse it, walk your way back up, and then we want to take a little clap overhead and hop to celebrate the fact that we were able to do so. So we're going to go just 2 minutes of moving through that movement. You can make them as slow as you want. You can pick up the pace as we go if you'd like. We're just generally warming up the body here, getting the blood flowing, getting the heart rate elevated slightly, getting the joints lubricated so that as we move through our workout today, we feel good and we reduce our risk of being in a bad position and potentially yanking on something that we don't want to. So another 80 seconds here. And today what we've got is Sandbag Saturday. And this is quickly becoming one of my favorite days of the week because it's an opportunity to get away from the typical gym equipment, barbells and dumbbells and whatnot, and play with something that really transfers to real life. So if you've got a physical job or kids or a dog, I mean, none of those things act like a dumbbell. So if you're wanting to find fitness that transfers over, capacity that transfers over to real life, the sandbag or a rock or another odd object that doesn't really have a handle on it is the way to build said capacity. So every Saturday, we pick up a sandbag or something awkward and build real life capacity. But if you're new here, what you're missing is this is just one component. The workout is just half of our goal here. Let's move on to the next portion of the warm-up. Right, the workout is just the primer. It's what allows us to take action on our goals effectively, efficiently. and obviously to carve out the time. Good morning, professional beginners. Talia, Tim, who else? Terry. All right, so next step on the warm-up is just our general warm-up. If you don't like jumping first thing in the morning, feel free to go with a standing high knee march. Otherwise, we're gonna bounce a little bit, getting in some jumping jacks here, getting the fluids flowing through the body. And as I was saying, the workout is just the component. I think I already went over this, but after the workout, we're gonna take an hour, and we do it every day to work towards the goals that aren't getting attention in our lives, right? We don't have to have the same goals, but we have to know that action, especially dedicated, intentional, carved out action, that gets put on the schedule, is the way to reach whatever goal you have in mind. Whatever dream you had when you were younger that's been pushed back because you're busy now and because life is crazy. Just because that's the case doesn't mean you shouldn't take action on the things that move you. We have one life. It becomes shorter and shorter as we age. We really realize that. And if we're not taking action on our goals, we're gonna get to the end and recognize that we've missed an opportunity. We'll regret the fact that we never took that chance. All right, next warm-up movement. Widen out the feet. Take the hands to the ground. And we're gonna come into, we call an inchworm, looking for a nice tight plank at the bottom here. So squeezing the butt, abs, legs, and then walking it back. Stand up in between. Let's get about 5 of those. Sandbag Saturday. How are we feeling this morning, chat? What I like to talk about sometimes is bedtime. Because if you're not getting bed at a reasonable time, you might find it easy to get up early once, maybe twice, but eventually that's gonna fall off. If we're not maintaining a consistent nighttime routine that allows us to get to bed at a early enough time to get up with, sufficient sleep that we're not falling apart. So what time is bedtime? Personally, I always aim for 8:30, because wake up is 4:30, and that's 8 hours for me. Last night was more like 8:50. All right, next one. Take one step forward into that plank position. Try to get the front shin nice and vertical outside the hands. And what we're gonna do is just some, we'll call this lunge push-ups, runner's lunge push-ups. Lift up that back knee, drop the chest towards the floor, take a breath, drop the knee, pull the chest up, hands on the knee. And we're gonna cycle that, hands to the floor, lift the back knee, drop the chest. I think we might do this tomorrow for active recovery as well. Drop the knee, hands on the knee, front knee, push the hips forward. We're gonna do 2 more cycles there, and then we'll switch sides. Lift that back knee, drop the chest. You're feeling a stretch in the front hamstring here. Drop the back knee, hands on the front knee, hips forward. Take a full breath. 1 more. Knee up, chest to the floor for a couple reps. Back knee down, hips forwards. We're gonna switch sides here. So come back into that plank position, step out front with the other knee. Ooh, raise the back knee off the ground, drop the chest towards the floor. Full breath. Drop the back knee, hands on the front knee, push the hips forwards. Same thing, we'll cycle that for a few, lifting that back knee, dropping the chest. Notice I'm doing kind of a pulse here, not too quickly, but just up and down a little bit. Back knee down, hips forwards. Should be starting to feel pretty warm here. We still got a few warm-up movements to do, but if you're not feeling warmed up, just keep this moving through the explanations. And if you've got a certain warm-up that you like to do, maybe you've got a machine that you like to hop on, maybe you like to go for a jog, that's all good as well. Let's just make sure we get nice and nice and warm, hot before we get going here. All right, next we're gonna swing a leg. So standing up tall, you can support yourself on the wall if you'd like. Woo! And just easing in. Doesn't need to be crazy range of motion to start with. Increase it as you go. Looking for some hamstring stretch when the legs comes forwards and a little hip flexor when it comes back. Looking for about 10 cycles here. Now I want you to remember that fitness is scalable. At least what we're gonna do here is always gonna be scalable to any fitness level. So if you've got, if you're a beginner, or you've got a kid that wants to join you, or you're elderly, whatever it is, this is scalable. So, for example, when we pick up a sandbag, you could pick up nothing, right? You could just do this with your body. Or you could pick up a soup can, or anything from nothing to the heaviest thing that you can pick up is a good option, right? So wherever your fitness level is at, you want to just choose what's appropriate for you today. So it might be unloaded, it might be less reps. We'll keep talking about that. Next one, we're going to get into our passive squat. So feet underneath the hips. Come on down all the way, relax into that position. If you find this uncomfortable, just stay here. Hold a counterbalance and stay here. Otherwise, we're gonna get a little twist, but you're right in my face. So we're gonna take the elbows inside the knees, and then from there, you're gonna take one arm out, reach it up towards the ceiling while maintaining that squat. Once again, if you feel like you're gonna fall over, just hang out in the squat, because we are coming into a squat today. And then you just bring both elbows in, and then alternate there. But what I was saying about scalability here is that our goal is consistency long term. So one workout does not make your fitness, but one, call it bad workout, where maybe you overdo it and you scare yourself, that can be enough to scare you off or break your habit. So what I always want you to think about is lean towards, especially if you don't know your capacity yet, lean towards doing too little, right? Lean towards starting too easy. And then if you feel like it later on, either in the workout or in your journey with fitness, increase it, because you're going to build capacity. We're almost there. Morning, Megan. You're going to build capacity, experience, fitness, that's going to allow you to push the pace more. But consistency is more important than any one workout. So don't crush yourself and fall off when you, sorry dog, when you could just ease in and make this a long-term consistent habit that really brings you results. Okay, let's talk about today's workout real quick. We got 2 movements and we're going 14 minutes. So 7 sets. Let's put this up here. 14. And I'll bring it up on the screen in a minute here. But for now, we're just gonna demo with the med ball. 2 movements, deadlift or dadlift, and pause squats. So as I was saying earlier, if you're brand new, do less reps. For the dadlift, maybe 1 to 3. For the squat, maybe 1 rep. So what we're looking at is, you're gonna set yourself up with that weight between your feet, come down with a nice neutral spine, back flat, hands as much as you can underneath the weight, push away from the floor, squeeze the butt, stand tall at the top. On the way back down, hinge at the hips, slide the ball straight down between the feet, maintaining that upright chest posture, neutral spine, push away from the floor, stand tall. Simple. You can do this with a dumbbell, sandbag, a medicine ball, a bag of books, a rock, whatever you have at your disposal that's not, you're not holding onto a handle. And then the second one is a squat, but we're not going down and up a whole bunch of times. We're just gonna go down. So what I've got written on the screen when it comes up is 1 to 5 reps of a 3-second pause squat. So you can make those pauses longer, do less reps, more reps, whatever you want. I'll probably do a longer pause for less reps. What we're looking at is feet underneath the shoulders, hips go down and back. You're gonna come to a place where the hips are below the knees, hang out there for at least a 3 count, and then drive out. So that one's gonna be more about stabilizing the bottom than the up and down as much. So really think about keeping the chest nice and tall in the bottom there, heels planted on the ground. And again, choosing the right amount of reps and weight such that this is easier than you think it should be, especially if we're brand new. Once again, as a beginner, I'm thinking like 2 or 3 deadlifts and maybe 1 pause squat, alternating minutes. All right, let's take a minute here. We'll get our intro done. Keep warming up, set up your space, get your water, hit the thumbs up. We'll get started in a second. Audio check. No static so far. If you've got a physical life or kids and you're not training with a sandbag, this is what you need. 14 minutes, functional movement with a sandbag to build real strength for real life. Let's go. All right, team, we've got a good one this morning. Ready for beginners. Accessible to any level. Sandbag, 14 minutes, 2 movements only. So our 2 movements today, we're gonna be alternating minutes. I'm gonna demo this with a medicine ball, but you could use anything, a dumbbell, you could use a rock, you could use a sandbag, a bag of books, whatever you got, something that's a little awkward that you're not holding with a handle. So first movement is the deadlift or dadlift. Minute 1, odd minutes. You're gonna set yourself up, nice neutral spine, that thing between your feet, hands underneath, stand up tall, squeeze the butt. On the way back down, send the hips back, maintaining that upright torso, chest proud, touch the floor, stand back up, squeeze the butt. If you are brand new for the deadlift, do 1 to 3 reps on the odd minutes. On the even minutes, you're gonna bring that thing up to a bear hug, set the feet underneath the shoulders, maybe a slight turnout, send the hips back and down, ideally till the hips come below the level of the knees. We're gonna hang out there for 3 seconds and then stand. You're gonna choose a number of reps on that one that's accessible. If you're brand new, do 1. If you're intermediate, do 2 or 3. If you're advanced, do more. Or hold each squat for longer, up to you. So 14 minutes, alternating, so 7 sets each. Feel free to start lighter and work your way up, or start with less reps and work your way up. But once again, if you are a beginner, you're thinking 3 reps on the deadlift, 1 on the squat, maybe at least until 4 or 5 rounds in if you want to turn it up from then. All right, let's do this. Deadlifts, 10 seconds. I'm gonna start with this rock. Tunes. All right, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. If you aren't new, right, if you've done this before, you still want to aim for maybe 20 to 30 seconds worth of work and 20 to 30 seconds worth of rest, but 30 to 40 seconds worth of rest. So just moving nice and easy here. Once again, if you're brand new, do like 3 reps and then rest. Just stand around and breathe. With these 14 minutes, you're gonna find that the intensity creeps up on you as you go. So there's 30 seconds. Whether you're advanced or not, 30 is probably where you wanna be for this. Walk around, breathe, catch your breath. Let that heart rate stabilize. Next, we've got our squats. Once again, if you're brand new, forget the weight, just come down into an air squat and then come out. You can even go to a chair if necessary. 3, 2, 1. If you're holding a weight, hold it as a hug, feet under the shoulders, hips down and back. Hold for 3, come on back up. If you're brand new, I would stop there. Otherwise, you can get 3 to 5. Keep those knees out in line with the feet. Heels planted. That's 30. And there you go. That's 1 round in, 6 to go. I'm going to keep reiterating, if you are brand new to this, if you are a beginner to exercise, you haven't moved in a year or so, at least ease in. Right now, you should feel fantastic. If you're out of breath, take the next 2 minutes off. Otherwise, keep it up. Keep the reps short, keep the rest consistent. And go ahead back to the deadlift. Deadlift. I'm gonna go sandbag on the next round. So again, if you're brand new, 3 reps is good. And you can do this with no weight if you want. Just thinking about hinging at the hips, not at the spine. So think hips, knees, knees, hips. 30 seconds, hips, knees, knees, hips. All right. Breathing, walking around. Grab a sip of water if you need. 3 minutes down, 11 to go. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, back into the squat. So hips down and back, keeping that chest upright, hips below the knee at the bottom. Take a 3 count, drive it. Once again, if you're brand new, 1 is probably good. Make sure in the bottom of that squat, you're going through your checklist. Are my heels planted? Are my knees out in line with my feet? Is my torso upright? That's 30. That's 2 rounds down. 5 to go. All right, we're getting the bag out. So like that, if you want, you can use the first couple rounds as a warm up and increase. But if you are new to this, this is going to jack up. So keep it easy if you need. 3, 2, 1. Back to the deadlift. $30. Wow, that's a big difference. That sandbag's got to be at least double the weight of that box or the rock. Listen to your body. Focus on your breath. Remember, 1 workout is not the end of the world. To just be here. You don't need to win. You don't need to crush yourself every day. Consistency is the key. 3, 2, 1. That chest upright. Oh, that's hard. Woo, 3 rounds down, that's 30. 4 to go. Once again, you can do more squats or hold each one for longer. I'm definitely finding that the bottom position is not that bad. The coming up is the hard part. All right, back on deadlifts, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take the redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you know gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stain from the beat, you deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me.
That's halfway, team. 7 out of 14. Hit that thumbs up button. You're having fun.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him.
I talk about functional movement here if I can breathe, but this is real life stuff. This feels like the farm. Feels like kids. 3, 2, 1. What you want to think about is if your fitness, your workouts don't feel like the tasks you're preparing for, they're not. Right? If working out feels like the thing that you're going to do, the thing that you're building capacity for, then that's good. If you want to build a buffer for the things that you do in your life with training, a buffer for injury and whatnot, right? Build capacity above and beyond your daily requirements, but in those types of movements, so it transfers. 4 rounds down, 3 to go. 10 seconds, I'm breathing now. How we feeling, team? 3, 2, 1, back to the deadlift.
Hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, the highway, and in the driveway is a nice range. 'Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You never give me bitch, nah, I don't complain.
30.
Get the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need.
If you are new and you're getting excited here and you end up sore tomorrow, don't quit. Tomorrow's active recovery. Just keep moving. Join us. Do it every day. Build that habit. Your body will adapt. 10 seconds. Squats. 3, 2, 1.
But even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. What I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make
2 more rounds.
Rearrange all the bad to okay.
Once again, this should feel like real life. Shouldn't feel like a workout. It should feel like what you actually do outside of the gym. It should make life easier. Let's go. 10 seconds. Back to deadlift. The heart rate's up a little bit by now. That's okay. That's good. 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Woo! Keep it up, team. Back it off a little bit if you need. 3 more minutes. 2 more sets of squats. 1 more set of deadlifts. Active recovery is gonna be nice tomorrow. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1.
Never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, put your hand to the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short so I wanna live real.
Let's go, one more round. 6 down, 1 to go. Fantastic work. This is how to start the weekend. This is how you build functional capacity for real life. Strength, conditioning, 14 minutes. Let's go. 10. Back to the deadlift, last set. 3, 2, 1.
They wanna sing my name, but they're holding back. They wanna say they hate, but they know it's cap. I ain't play no games, I just do that's fact. And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack. I go crazy, nah, but I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily. Pass me the jack, right as fuel, got me hazy. About to unpack all these shit I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories after death. Could be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living up every breath, I'd rather leave them.
Keep it up, 30 seconds, 1 more minute. 1 more set of squats. We're there. Wow. Hell yeah. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last set. Hell yeah. Finish up that last set if you're not done. Walk it around. Catch your breath. Incredible work. Remember that this is just a system. It's just one workout over your lifetime. The goal here is consistency, to show up every day, build the habit of this is what I do first thing in the morning. And if I build that habit, I never need to think about it. And therefore my fitness gets attention, my discipline gets attention, and you build the life that you're looking for. If you like this, hit the thumbs up. Join us tomorrow. How are we feeling? Let's walk it around a little bit, and then we're gonna get into some glute stretch, maybe a square. Walk it around, team. Great job. Whoo! Love the sandbag. Let me know how that went, team. How do we like it? How do we feel? Is that too loud? Okay, so what we're gonna do here, whoo, we're gonna sit on the floor, try to get our squishy bits out of the way. Cross one leg, cross the other leg on top. I like to hinge over, but if that's too much, just sit upright, or you could even sit up on a block, right? So sit up on something so the hips are a little higher. You could even just cross one knee and then switch the other way. We're gonna switch halfway here though as well. But let's hang out and breathe and talk about, this is day 6 of 7 of building this habit. One more day to go. But you know that our goal is to build a habit so that it continues forever, right? I don't like the idea of doing a 30-day challenge if it's to end at 30 days. I like the idea of doing a challenge that's going to create a long-term habit, right? Because I don't just want to work out for 7 days or 30 days or 66 days, whatever it takes to build a habit. I want to do this for life. And I want to do it because, see you, Tam, great job. I want to do it because the fitness aspect is going to allow me to do whatever physical task I want in this life and not be limited. The getting up early and carving the time out is going to give me the opportunity to not only be fit and do that every day, but also move towards my goals by carving out or assigning myself some time to do what we call homework. And if you're new here, the homework is your real goal, right? Is that like, hey, when I was a kid, I had a goal of being X, you know, maybe a musician, maybe a writer, maybe a YouTuber, maybe a farmer. And when your life got busy, it stopped getting any attention, any thought. You figured, well, that was just a dream when I was a kid. Now I'm an adult and that's unrealistic. But it's only unrealistic if you give up on it and don't give it any action. What I am learning through this program, this is day 408 in a row, is that action compounds. And if you start doing the homework, you start seeing results and you start to believe that this is a possible endeavor, and whatever you want to get out of it is just at the end of taking action consistently. So if you want to build whatever life you want, one, take care of your physical body by exercising and eating whole foods that mostly are derived from animal products and natural things, right? We don't talk about this enough. We haven't recently. But when you go finish your homework, you know, maybe you're an intermittent faster and you don't eat till noon or you don't eat till the afternoon. But when you do, after this, go put some food in your body, choose some eggs, right? Choose a piece of meat and maybe some fruit, something that is real, that is not processed. And if you take care of your physical health through exercise, real food, sleep, and then take care of your mental health, you know, with mental reps, also exercise because it's going to clear you out, give you some endorphins, and take action on your homework, then you, as I say, can build any life you want. So I won't blab on it too much, but we do this every day. I will show you a couple clips here, at least one, from the life that we are building. You know, I mention this every time we show the clips, but I did not start out with this life. And this is the whole point of this program, that build the life that fires you up, right? So we've gotten to this place where raising our own food for our family, our growing family of soon to be 3 kids, is the most important thing that we can do. Because our food system is broken and the grocery store is not a place to find nutrient-dense food. You know, and as a society, we're going in a direction where we're getting more and more unhealthy, consuming more and more chemicals, less and less fertile. And I'm not going to be able to break that cycle for everybody, but can we try to do it here in our own family? That's the goal, right? If we want to keep populating this planet, then we need to keep having babies, and we're moving in a pretty bad direction for that. So that's why we've taken this action to become farmers, to raise all of our own protein on this place. And, you know, as we move forward, other goals are going to come up, and this is going to be the way that we take action. Every single day, 1 hour after our exercise, it is 5:38 right now, 5:38 a.m. Could you work till 6:48 a.m.? Hell yes, especially on a Saturday. Take action, build the habit, make it consistent, and the future is yours, right? Keep letting me know on here how we're doing on our homework, what progress we're making, and how we're achieving our goals. So on that note, I love you guys, and tomorrow's active recovery day, so make sure that we don't neglect taking care of our bodies so that we can push hard for the rest of the week, but also keeping on the routine, because we're still going to do homework tomorrow morning. We're still going to take action. We're still going to get up early, build the habit, become the person that you want to be. Let's do it. I love you guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day. If you want to support this channel, if you really like it, hit that join button under the screen. But otherwise, hit the thumbs up and join us tomorrow. I love you guys. Have yourselves a fantastic day, and I hope to see you all and your friends tomorrow. Peace.